everyone. Welcome back to YouthFlow. As you all can see, I'm here with Chris. Yes, we're finally able to be together to record. And yeah, oh, I forgot my name. So I'm Rayo for everyone who's new to the channel. If you like what we're doing on the channel, please like and subscribe. And just stay tuned for different uploads that we have each Friday of every week. So today's topic of discussion is social justice, and we're starting this new thing that we call essential questions. So they're basically just like questions that revolve around that's my phone, but they're questions that revolve around the same topic, and then we'll just kind of like answer those questions, pick at each other's brains, and like share our viewpoints on the topics. Sound good, Chris?
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, everyone. Like I said before in the last video, you're probably going to see me and Rao be in a couple videos every now and then and again. But and this is going to be the first one. So yeah, you're seeing the two creators of YouthFlow right now.
Woohoo! Okay, so do you have the questions up with you?
I can get them.
Okay, no, I have them, so I can just read them off.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first one is, what is social justice? So that's pretty simple. What is social justice? Do you want to start or should I?
I can start.
Okay, go ahead, Chris.
So I think for me, social justice really means equal rights, equal opportunity, and equal treatment to anyone and everyone, I think. And I think it's really as simple as that. But I feel like that's the core of it. I feel like that's what the core of the meaning, I guess, of social justice, at least. Yeah. I know that you can go off very different tangents and different social justice means different things for different people. Right. But I think the essential piece of it is just equal rights, equal opportunity, and equal treatment to everyone. So yeah, that's my interpretation.
Okay, I definitely agree with like what you're saying. I agree 100%. And for me, I would say like social justice to me is like, I don't even know. It's just like allowing everyone to like have the same opportunities given their individual situations, because like every single person is going to have a different situation. You know, every single person is different, but like we're all trying to get to the same goal at the end of the day. So it's kind of just like allowing everyone to have like equal opportunities to like achieve that same goal, no matter their individual like situation. And so like that's why I honestly feel like, you know, we're always constantly going to have social justice issues, because like perfect social justice like doesn't exist. Like I feel like you can't get to like perfect social justice, but like, you know, we can always keep trying.
Yeah.
Okay. So our next question is, what are the responsibilities of the individual in regards to issues of social justice? I can go ahead on that one first. So I think that everyone really has a responsibility to pay attention to social justice issues, to give back, to raise awareness and things like that when it comes to these different situations that are going on, because at the end of the day, these issues really do affect everyone. And even if like you're not on the necessarily receiving end of like direct like racism or hate, you know, like social justice issues are so broad, like it could be anything. But even if you're not on the direct receiving end, it's still, because we live in such a like connected society, it still is going to affect you at the end of the day, no matter what. So it really is everyone's concern. So I think that that's like really the driving factor for me for why I feel like everyone is responsible for like these social justice issues. How about you?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like, I mean, the responsibility is different for everyone. But I agree with you that everyone has a responsibility.
That's true.
To at least address the issue.
Yeah.
Because I feel like one big problem is that a lot of people don't really, some people I should say, don't want to accept either the responsibility or at least the truth that they are also either part of the problem or is the problem. And and more specifically on people who are on the receiving end of those social justice or social injustices, I guess would be the correct term. And I just feel like everyone, I think like the first step is to accept that responsibility.
Right.
The specifics of it could be different from everyone to everyone, and it could really just be your day-to-day life, how you live it, and that can go a long way into correcting, I guess, the injustice that has been here since forever.
Yeah, since as long as we know.
And so exactly, and so it's like, I feel like that's kind of my take on it.
Yeah, I definitely like that, and I didn't even think of that because like we can't expect everyone. Not everyone has the same responsibility, but it's just like everyone has some responsibility. So I like that too. And okay, so should we go on to one final question, or should we save it for the next question? Okay, so our last question is going to be, to what extent does power or the lack of power affect individuals? And this is like kind of a more in-depth one, so if it takes a second, it's okay.
Yeah, no, that's I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't really know exactly how, or not how to respond to that just yet.
It's kind of confusing. I'm like, what exactly it's asking. So I'll read it again. To what extent does power or the lack of power affect individuals?
I'm kind of going off with what, kind of, I'm a big fan of history, so I always kind of go for more of that. But it's always just like people who are put in power usually don't want to lose that power.
Yeah.
And so because they want to keep that power, whether it be, the president or the mayor or lawmakers or whatever, it could be your principal at school. I feel like a lot of it has to do with like having that power kind of go up to your head. And then the unconscious like consequences are people getting injustices all around the world.
Yeah. I definitely agree.
And because of that so high of power and that wanting of the keep of power, therefore everyone else who is living under that person, whether in no matter the circumstances, therefore have a lack of power.
Yeah, like they're affected negatively by it.
Exactly, and they feel like they can't do anything about it. Because I felt that way before, where I feel like I can't do nothing about it because
we all, man.
Exactly.
Right.
But I believe in the strength of numbers, and more so, I believe that you should believe in yourself, and that you can, and then with that belief, you can gather numbers, and it's really therefore you can, I don't want to say overthrow, but you can correct, because that's really what's happened in past history, is that people overthrow the person in charge and replace it with a new one. But in these circumstances, it's more so just trying to, I usually like to believe that the work that we do as agents of change and we can do, it's like we're not trying to change the whole world, we're trying to change our neighborhood.
Yeah, just our section of it.
Right, exactly. And it's like if everyone could do that for their neighborhood, then eventually we'd be able to change the world.
Right, exactly.
So it's like, well, I know I don't have that much power, but I do have the power with other people to help out my neighborhood in whatever way I can. And so, yeah, I feel like it like you said, it's like it kind of goes for the individual, for those people who lack the power to make decisions, feel like they don't have any. But as long as they believe in what they believe and truly believe it, and work with other people who have that same belief, then I feel like you can accomplish anything.
Right.
What we're doing.
I definitely agree. That answer was super great. So like, I don't even want to add anything, but like one extra thing I will add too, like just going off of that, is that I feel like when individuals have like a lack of power, it really shows them though what's really important. Like it makes them think hard about their values and what's really like what really
Mm-hmm.
matters in life. Because when you don't have, you know, unlimited resources, you really have to think about where you are putting your resources, you know, and like power is a resource in our country. We see it all the time. Power is a resource. So it's like when you don't have those like resources, you have to think much harder about what's really important to you and what you choose to spend your money on. So like I just thought of that.
And I mean, yeah, I mean that's a really good point. When if you really don't have like I said, power is a resource, and if you don't have power, it's like, well, then what other resources do you have?
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of it has to do with your own belief in your own, you know, what you feel, and that can be more valuable than the actual power itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. A really nice add-on.
All right. Well, that was the end of question 3 and basically the end of our segment today. But we're definitely gonna be back next week. It might not be with Chris and I, but another 2 people. So thank you all for joining, especially those who are new to the channel. We really appreciate you taking your time out of your day to watch our video. Once again, like and subscribe if you find our content interesting. And also, if you would be interested in being part of one of these type of interviews, answering some questions, telling a little bit about yourself, please feel free to do so. We'll leave our email down in the description box, so you can shoot us an email and we'll get that set up. Yeah, any last words, Chris?
I mean, you just summed it up perfectly. I would just say, you know, once again, just really, I would add on actually to share the video with your friends, with
Yes.
people, with family. That's one of our biggest things, is to really get this word out there, at least in around our neighborhood and the community. So, you know, 4 things you need to do: like, subscribe, contact us if you want to participate in these kind of interviews, and then share. Share is the most important thing for us.
Right. Share.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Thank you.
Thank you.